Alright, on this video, talk about all those places where I've had a call, or I'll explain more, or a traumatic call, or a car accident, but it's whenever I'm driving on the highway or through town, I can remember. And there's one intersection I remember in particular. I'll explain that here in a little bit. And I was just thinking, recently we drove home on 95, and I was explaining to my wife when we had calls, here, and here, and here, and I was thinking to myself a little bit ago, I'm like, I wonder if she gets tired of that, or if people get tired of it. I don't know. I try not to do it a whole lot. Sometimes it comes out, and I don't really know why. I'm just guess that's how I'm processing it, what happened, and it's not as bad as it used to be. For one, I don't run as many calls as I used to, which is good. And I really don't drive around in town as much as I used to when I worked on the ambulance in town. But they're still there. I still remember, specific intersections, spots along the road to the river, and like I said, along the highway. And when you drive by certain houses, it's all there. But one call in particular that I remember, and when I go through the intersection, it always, just for a second, but there's sometimes it replays in my head. And it actually wasn't a call really for someone else. We were responding to a call, and we were driving lights and sirens in the ambulance, and I was in the passenger seat. And when we're taught, I was taught, when, even if you are, or I do this, even if I'm in the passenger seat, you scan ahead, look for oncoming traffic, especially if there's a intersection, red light, no light, stop sign, whatever it is. You always scan ahead and look for oncoming traffic, whatever, people, whatever it may be, or obstructions in the road, whatever. So we're driving up this road that we drive all the time. And I don't know what was going through my partner's head at the time, but we're driving, we're coming up to the intersection, and I see a car moving through, or going to come through the intersection. We have a red light, and I tell him, red light, normal voice, and we're still going, and then I yelled a little bit louder, red light, and nothing. And all I can think, I don't remember looking at that car again. And this is all within seconds that this all happened. And now I laugh about it, but at the time, yeah, I don't remember if I looked back. I'm sure I did, looked back at that car to see if it was speeding up or not. But then I yelled at the top of my lungs, red light. And, my partner realized, and, when I looked over at the time, you could see him there. and they hit the brakes, and we ended up stopping in the middle of the street. And this car, it was a white car. I remember it being a white car. It stopped at the intersection. It didn't keep going, thank goodness. And I flew forward a little bit, as much as the seatbelt allowed, and then slammed back into the seat. And then we went onto the call. I don't even remember what the call was, but I remember my life kind of really quickly flashing before my eyes, and because all I could think of was that car hitting my side of the ambulance. And that's my experience at that intersection that will be forever engraved into my brain. That's it.